Hello, our friends. We're back again.
Back.
I have a haul from a local con, and Alan is going to kickstart this show the right way. But first,
Okay, we are back. And again, I apologize for the technical difficulties that we ran into last week. Hopefully, we will
which
not
is
have those
actually
again.
still today, we're from the past broadcasting to you in the future. And Alan, he was trading in that episode, if you remember.
I am trading,
But
and now I'm kicking.
But he forgot to be paying his light bill. Not really.
No, that's
They're
not
doing
it at
well.
all.
It sounds good. It would have been believable.
It would have been. It would have been actually, yes. All right.
No.
So, David Byrne is a friend of the channel. He was on our very first live stream, which was Rue the Day. And well, anyway, he had the Steak Presents Jessamy #3 on his Kickstarter campaign a little over a year ago. He started it. And I bought all in because I read Steak, was floored. I loved it. I wanted all of it. So I went and I ordered a lot of stuff, as you can see.
Ooh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Alan doesn't turn down steak, folks.
No, I don't turn down steak. So the first thing we come to is the Steak Presents Jessamy 1, 2, and 3 in these awesome connecting cover set. I'm gonna lift it up. It's falling. Sorry. So it's not the best right now, but you can see it if you put it on the floor. It's pretty epically awesome. So I got those connecting covers. Then I got these special edition parchment paper ones of 1, 2, and 3. And what they have is they have actual parchment paper that the old papyrus paper, or whatever it's called. I think parchment. I don't know. I don't know if I'm using the right words. Don't care.
You're using the right word.
But that's what's inside here. And I will open one up once I'm done here and show everybody. And then we got Steak Presents Jessamy #3, the A and the B.
Oh, man. All signed, too.
No, they're not signed.
They aren't?
No, they're not signed. They will be. They will be when I go.
Let me see it again.
Just looks like
that's her name, Jess. I thought that was like the signature there.
And then I also got this because the way I read Steak was through the trade paperback. So I was like, I don't have 1 through 6. So I got all 6 in the A covers.
Nice.
And honestly, if you all haven't read Steak, it's actually pretty awesome. It's a good fun read. And it doesn't take a whole lot. It's a quick read. So I got all those. So I got all that, and I don't even think I spent $100 on that. I really don't.
Damn, dude, you cleaned up.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you do the Kickstarter, man. Kickstarter, you are not paying a whole lot.
Yeah, you really kickstarted your collection there. See what I'm doing?
Yeah,
but you know who kickstarts my heart? ABX.
ABX does kickstart my heart as well. So if you're ever in
ABX Comics, Games, and Grains.
Games, and Grains. If you're ever in the Augusta area and you need games, grains, or gains, then go hit up ABX. They will help you out with comics and games, but the other stuff, maybe not.
No. Paul's a nice guy. You ask him for some grains, and he'll see what he can do.
He'll see what he can do. No promises, though.
All right. As always, I'm sorry, Paul. All right. Up first, I have. So I went to Fountain City Comic Con, hung out with Burke, hung out with Circumstances, and I got a few books signed. I really didn't get a whole heck of a lot. But what I did get was this here Warlock sketch. And I got this comic book, Jay Red Presents Incision. Jay's local. I met him here where the suburb I live. He did a local like swap meet show where he was the only artist there. I ended up talking to him for a long time, bought all the books he had that day. This is an ash can preview of his next project. It's his homage to Wolverine, obviously, but I like Jay. I always want to support an up and comer. I have one thing that I haven't picked up yet. I was going to wait to show it, but we wanted to get another episode out, so it'll be on the next one. The next Hucklebuck will be the slab I got from. I sent a art piece from my good buddy Jeff. Did something for me, and we'll see that on the next Hucklebuck.
Nice.
That cover. Remember how much I love this cover?
Yes.
On and on about it. I had Burnham sign it, and I talked to him about it. He said this is the only one he has signed, and he really appreciated my interest in it. Chris Burnham,
that's a cool idea for a cover.
Yeah, I like that he posed for it, and those were his comic boxes for reference. He also worked on the current run that just finished of Doom Patrol. And that's the scratch cover and the writer. So
yeah. You gonna scratch it off?
No. But it's signed Burnham and Culver. They were there hanging out. I got a gift, an AOK. This came in a comic collection Mike V bought. And it's Todd Knock, who you know I love. And this is an old Todd Knock sketch to Rick, Todd Knock, and it's of Rick Grayson, also known as Dick. I thought that was really nice of him. He knows how much I love Todd Knock, and
that's a nice.
He picked it up in a collection and thought I would like it, and he was right. Circumstances gave me a copy of Speedball #1. I've never seen this book before. I didn't even know they did a Speedball series. But yes, I love Speedball #1, so always good of him.
I look at him in haughty derision.
And then I picked up a Champions #1, a book I actually did not own.
Wow.
And it has inspired me to track down the rest of the issues because I have now 2 issues of this series.
There you go.
I'm going to start working on that. And then I picked up a Marvel Mania magazine #5. Alan, can you tell? Have I trained you enough? This is an artist that not a lot of examples of him doing Spider-Man. If you can't get it off of that character right there, who drew this cover?
Bill Morrison.
Jack Kirby. Bill Morrison was a kid when this was made.
I didn't know that.
You couldn't see that and tell?
No.
Look at that guy. He looks like a dang Fourth World character.
Well, just push me out the pasture. I don't care.
No, it's all right. No, this is a really cool magazine. It just talks about Marvel. It was like their own fanzines were what the 70s answered to social media. So there were fanzines for comic books. If you wanted to interact with other comic book fans or see what other people were doing. And Marvel briefly ran their own fanzine. It's terrific. There's art inside. But I thought it was really cool. There's these stories from 1970 Marvel Mania in Vietnam. Soldiers getting their comic books sent over and just interacting. This touching note is a letter we received a while back from a serviceman, Marvel Maniac stationed in Vietnam. Dear Department M, enclosed you will find a check for the amount of $2 for my membership kit in the Marvel Mania Club that you advertised in your July issue of Avengers, issue 78, page 6, on the bottom portion thereof. Also enclosed is perhaps a crude endeavor, Captain America with friend, that I painted on the wall of my hooch, HOOTCH. It would have been better caliber had the proper tools and materials been on hand. It was done with a shaving brush. So in this picture, you can see the serviceman that sent this letter and a Captain America he painted in wherever he was
Bathroom.
staying in Vietnam. However, it brightens up the room and a little bit of our lives. There resides amongst the various young troops and assorted freaks in our particular unit a staunch bunch of Marvel files, of which I am the head FFF. Now, there are those who would sneer at me and those who would share my devotion, not to Marvel Comics, because they say there is no place in a war zone for such trivia. The fools! What better a place for fantasy than here? Someone has to keep up the illusion that the good guys win. Anyway, I've been a fan of your great magazine for a good many years, and such a little thing as war can't keep me from enjoying my comics still. Upon completion of my tour over here, which terminates in January of 71, I would very much like to visit your band of weirdos and see for myself the geniuses and whatever else it takes to put such marvelous comics out into the stream of humanity with such continuous fine results. Perhaps if you need an additional lunatic to help out around the place, to empty waste baskets, fill ink bottles, or whatever, I would be more than pleased to be part of such a good lot of people. I look forward to receiving the membership kit, as my flak jacket would really look nice with a decal of the Incredible Hulk on the back. Until then, I remain faithfully yours, SP5 Glenn E. Sparks. I thought that was terrific.
So Hooch is living space.
Okay. I did not know. So the bottom part here, he has some numbers. HHC 12th AVN GP, and then in parentheses it says CBT, and then underneath that it says APOSF.
Address. I think
Yeah,
that's
so it sounds like it's a post office box in San Francisco's SF.
yeah,
96266.
because that's where all mail went out of over to Vietnam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought it was really cool.
Now we have FPOAP. That's what we have now for overseas mail for military members.
Yeah, I mean, this is about
that is actually
53 years out of date.
That's really awesome.
I thought it was cool, and I wanted to share that with you. And there's all sorts of terrific stuff. I always recommend picking up these old fanzines whenever you can. They are just terrific, cool art inside, unused prints and pinups and covers on the back.
So I want to know if that guy was ever invited over to Marvel. And
I would have liked to know his story too.
I want to know if he was shown around after he got back.
So how long did it even take to get his letter printed? Let's see. What year did this issue come out? So this came out in 1970. So pretty quick turnaround, a few months.
But that sketch of with a shaving brush is pretty good.
No, it was great. I just wanted to share that. I thought you'd get a kick out of it.
I did. That's awesome. Now I want one.
Yeah, it's cool to think like. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there were people reading comic books and all. I know World War II. My grandpa used to tell me stories of how he'd read a comic book or two over there that they got delivered, but this guy was like keeping up his poll list.
I might join your membership.
Yeah, $2 to become a Marvel maniac and maybe get a cool decal for his flak jacket. Well, I thought that was a really neat story. I totally recommend picking up fanzines whenever you can. But folks, that's it for the Hucklebuck this week.
That's all we got for this week.
Alan, do you got anything coming up that we need to tell them about? Do we have any contests?
Well, we got the contest coming. As far as an item, you're just going to have to wait till next week. I'm sorry, but we don't have it.
He likes to reel you into the boat.
I am definitely reeling you in. All right. Can't tell you all the time what it is. Come on. Just know that, hey, here's the thing. You're not paying anything. All you're doing is giving me a little bit of your time watching our channel, and we're sending you something for free. So just comment. It's okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.